Persia did not fall slowly, it didn't fade away, it didn't weaken over generations. No, the Persian Empire collapsed in a single night. On a flat plain, beneath an open sky, the largest empire the world had ever known assembled its full power. Armies drawn from 3 continents, cavalry without end, gold, steel, chariots, and kings. Across from them stood a much smaller force, outnumbered, surrounded. By dawn, the Persian Empire would be finished. Its king would be a fugitive, its cities undefended, its future erased. This wasn't a decline. This was a single moment when history turned away, and it all began with confidence. For 200 years, Persia ruled the world, from the Indus River to the Mediterranean Sea. From Egypt deep into Central Asia, it governed millions, built roads that spanned continents, and collected wealth beyond imagination. Persia didn't just conquer recklessly. It absorbed and it controlled. Its rulers weren't just kings. They were kings of kings. Persia had crushed rebellions before. Greek resistance was nothing new. Every challenge had ended the same way. So, when a young Macedonian king named Alexander crossed into Asia, Persia was unconcerned. He was underestimated, then ignored, then allowed to advance. Each victory he won was dismissed as temporary. Each warning was waved aside, because empires that rule everything stop believing they can ever lose, and that belief was about to be tested. By the year 331 BCE, King Darius III finally understood the danger. Alexander wasn't retreating, he was marching straight toward the heart of the empire. So Darius chose the battlefield himself. Gaugamela, a vast, open plain, cleared of any obstacles. It was perfect for cavalry, perfect for overwhelming numbers. This was where Persia would end the Macedonian threat forever. Darius gathered everything he had left: elite infantry, heavy cavalry, and scythed chariots designed to rip men apart. Archers stretched beyond the horizon. The imbalance was overwhelming. Alexander's army was surrounded before the battle even began. To the Persians, the outcome felt guaranteed. But Alexander hadn't come to trade blows. He had come to break something. And he was waiting for just one mistake. The battle began at first light. Persian cavalry surged forward in massive waves, attempting to encircle the Macedonian line. Chariots charged, their blades screaming across the field. But Alexander advanced at an angle. Slowly, deliberately, the Persians followed, pushing their own lines outward, trying to close the trap. And in doing so, they stretched their center. Just enough. Alexander saw it instantly. He formed his elite cavalry into a wedge and drove straight for that opening, straight toward Darius himself. The Persian lines buckled as Macedonian infantry advanced with brutal precision. Chariots were neutralized. Cavalry collided in chaos. Dust swallowed the battlefield. Then it happened. Darius saw Alexander breaking through. Closer, faster, unstoppable. The King of Kings turned his chariot and he fled. That single decision shattered the empire. Across the battlefield, soldiers saw their king retreating. Confidence evaporated. Formations dissolved. The Persian army didn't fall back in an orderly retreat. It collapsed. Men threw down their weapons. Cavalry fled in panic. Thousands were cut down in the rout. By nightfall, Persia's army was gone. And with it, Persia's power, but the destruction had only just begun. Darius survived the battle. Persia did not. With its army annihilated, the empire lay wide open. The great city of Babylon surrendered without a fight. Susa opened its gates. The vast royal treasuries fell into Macedonian hands. Then Alexander reached Persepolis, the magnificent heart of Persian power, the symbol of its empire, and it burned. Flames tore through palaces built to last forever. Towering columns collapsed. Centuries of dominance turned to ash. Darius fled east, hunted by betrayal. He was abandoned by his generals, stripped of his authority, reduced to nothing more than a burden. Eventually, he was stabbed by his own men and left dying on the roadside. The King of Kings died alone, and Persia died with him. Persia wasn't defeated by weakness. It was defeated by certainty, by the belief that scale could replace strategy, that sheer numbers guaranteed control, that power, once gained, could never slip away. At Gaugamela, Persia learned the most dangerous lesson in history. Empires don't fall when they are outmatched. They fall when they hesitate. One opening, one retreat, one moment of fear. That is all it took. The fall of Persia was not inevitable, but the moment Darius turned his chariot, the empire was already gone. Because when confidence breaks, history does not wait, and the world moves on without you.